Hi guys, this is just Freddie. Hope you're all keeping well. And how to avoid food poisoning in Thailand. Part 1, we're going to tell you about the symptoms of having food poisoning. Oh dear God, food poisoning, yes. Part 2 will be telling you which things can give you food poisoning, and most importantly of all, fast recovery we will give you in part 3. So right, first part is symptoms: vomiting, diarrhea, fever, abdominal pains, you know, so in the ribs. Yeah, I've had it, and as soon as you can tell if it had some bad fish or something. I've never had it bad, I've had to go to the doctors, but it's certainly very comfortable. First things you avoid when you come to Thailand, if you do have bad guts, is, or generally it's for food poisoning, but all things with general other things what can tell you if you do have a bad stomach, what to be careful of. So, oysters, fish, that's the two things which could give you problems. You know, if you've seen some fish there and it don't look good, don't eat it. Just use your good old common sense. And the other one is like you've been out the night with the boys and oh dear, you know, you've got to take that pizza, or you know, you got some street food in Bangkok or YOUDATE or wherever it is, and you're taking it back to the hotel or self-catering or whatever it might be, and then in the morning you reheat it. Is it going to run out to you, food poisoning? Then definitely, but that's not all the case. Obviously, it's just good old common sense. So that's the other one, what it can give you. This is about fruit. So yeah, fruit is obviously unpeeled fruit. This is. So what they mean by that is obviously you can wash it. If you don't wash it, you know, like an orange or apple or exotic fruits like they have in Thailand. Hey, yes. So that's another one. So the next one is leafy greeny food. You know, sort of lettuce, or could be some of these green type herbal things they have in Thailand. You know, what you can get from the market or wherever it is. Once again, you wash it. But number 1 in my list would be having ice. You know, non-can. It's not to have the ice. If you really think you're going to have problems with your stomach in Thailand, don't put ice in any drink. You don't know where it's come from. You know, you don't know where it's been left. If it's in sealed containers, fine, but a lot of times they come in little plastic boxes full of ice with ice over it. You never know what's happened to it or someone's touched it. And waters are very cheap in Thailand, so there's no excuse for you to not buy cheap water. Next one is if you have drunk water from a tap, or someone's given it to you in a restaurant, this type of thing, where they give it to you and you think, oh, that's jolly good, I'm going to buy a bottle of water or something, save yourself a few baht. You know, I've done it, and then the next day I regret it. I didn't have food poisoning, but it ruined the rest of the holiday. So, you know, anything to do with water, if it's not in a bottle, don't drink it. Because you get these icy drinks you can get, you know, they like to make up all these exotic things you can put in them. That's another big one, you know, especially leave it to the next day. We've all done it and drunk it and regretted it. Ice, don't get ice put in any of your drinks. You know, it's but everybody's different. So all that, so, alright, the other one is if you're self-catering or, you know, say like you're bringing your own food in, out-of-date food. Don't forget, Thailand doesn't have food agency or the food standards or anything like that, but it doesn't mean their food's not good. Yeah, food in Thailand is extraordinary. It's probably some of the best in the world. Right, so anything out of date. So you don't, I don't know if they've, in supermarkets they have dates on things, I don't think they do, but you know, anything that looks a bit dodgy, don't bother. Yeah, it's cost a lot of money to get well again. So, right, the other one after that would be like uncooked food, like meat, eggs, unpasteurised or pasteurised milk, juice, especially raw eggs. That's real big. No, no. You know, these all the things I'm giving you. Don't forget. The next one we're coming on is the fast express recovery. What you want to have to get well super quick. So what you need for that is to get well super quick in Thailand. Most important thing is you need a lot of rest. So, you know, once you've been laying in bed for 2 or 3 days, you know, obviously judge it. You could go and see a doctor if you need to. Good chemist there. Plenty of things you could go and buy. But if you take it easy, rest for at least a couple of days, let your stomach settle, replace the fluids which you've actually been, you know, removing. So that means sick or, you know, I've read, you know, you need to replace them fluids which you've got rid of. You've got through all the stage where you've been sick and everything has come out of you. Now you're getting to the stage where you need to put back the fluid what you lost. So, you know, food, well, obviously you need to drink the water before we get to that. Lots and lots of it. Next one is probably, I would say, have toast, rice, crackers, bananas, rice. Avoid alcohol, caffeine, you know, fizzy drinks, spicy, fatty foods. They're all good ones for you to, you know, don't have. Those ones, so avoid alcohol, caffeine, fizzy drinks, spicy, fatty foods. So that means like burgers, you know, Coca-Cola, and obviously don't go out drinking. That's what it means. If you want to get well super express quick. So if these symptoms still prevail after maybe 2 or 3 days, 3 or 4 days I guess, that's how long it usually comes to the end of it. Unless you've got a real, you know, the doctors in Thailand are exceptional. So you can go to a local doctor and he will obviously give you antibiotics, or obviously appropriate medicine. I'm going to tell you what to get because this is obviously a specialist, but we all know what we've got when we've been to the chemist. Right, so the other one is you can go to a local hospital where you could go there, and if it's really bad, go in there. Obviously you've got your health insurance. There's no reason why you can't use that if you're really ill. So it's always good to have insurance in Thailand in any circumstances. 𝐥𝐤𝐤, I think, is obviously another fluid what you can use after you've lost fluids. You can put it through there. So guys, if there's any of these things you can help you with, I'm quite sure we do have other videos which give you lots of tips on moving, retiring, buying property, transferring money. I hope this is all these things are good for you. But no way all the way through this have I told you to subscribe, which is a big thumbs up to Just Freddy. Hope all this and you get well soon after watching this video. It's the same for everybody else, wherever you are in the world, a similar situation, what to look for and what not to use. Anyway guys, I hope that was a lot of help for you. And if you have any suggestions to anything else which I've missed, which I can do probably, I'll do another one next year, we can obviously add that in. If there's anything else you think could, one good thing, very quick tip, is green bananas. The little bananas you can get in the markets. Obviously you don't eat the banana on the way you're there. Give it a wash the skin first. They're always a very good one. I did forget to mention that. I thought I'd say quickly. And just a very quick one, if anybody has ever heard of cystic fibrosis, we've got a little button down below. If anybody would like to donate to that, go straight to the Cystic Fibrosis Society, wherever it is in the world, it would help them. But I'm only asking you, all of my money made for this year will go straight to Cystic Fibrosis Society, and that will be donated to them, straight to them. That's no, you know, we don't touch any of the money. Anyway guys, it's really good to talk to you all. Yeah, it's a funny one I've done, but it's there to help. As many times I've looked on the internet and never found anything regarding food poisoning and what to do, just from a normal guy instead of a large corporate company. Anyway guys, we look forward to seeing you again next week, and thank you, and look forward to seeing you. Just Freddie! Hey.